Welcome to week 3, everyone. I hope you got something out of the pre-writing exercise from last week. Now remember, last week you chose the topics for your week 3 assignment, and that would go in the assignment sections of the classroom. All right? This week, you're choosing a topic that you will discuss in the discussions. And these are the topics that you must choose from. All right, so remember, we are using 2 threads in this course, and I'm going to bring this down here. All right, so hopefully you got a chance to look at my little image right there. You're writing an assignments essay. Last week you chose a topic. This week you're going to do the outline, then body paragraphs, introduction, conclusion, and the final draft. This week you are choosing a new topic, and this will be the topic that you write about in the discussions area of the classroom. Okay? I know it's a little complicated, but I hope you get the gist. Topic from last week, writing in the assignments. Topic from this week, given in the discussions, you are now writing about in the discussions. Okay? That's my brief overview of this week. You have 2 assignments. One that's in the discussions, right? That's the new topic. And then one that's in the assignments. That's the topic you chose last week. So let's go to the content. Let's look at, I'm going to go over here so you can see especially what, this is the new topic. This is the one from last week. All right, so let's go to learning material. All right, so this week you're beginning your thesis statements. This is the most important lesson in this course. I can't even tell you how important a thesis statement is. It is the controlling sentence of your entire essay. I need you to master this before you leave this course. Now remember, or maybe not remember, this might be new for you, but a thesis is the final sentence of the opening paragraph. It is, as it says right here, the essay GPS. That's why it's really important that you read all of this, that you understand all of this, so you can complete the assignments this week. My expectation is that you understand this. So this is what you need to know. Final sentence of the opening paragraph. It contains your topic. It contains the point that you're making about the topic. And then the essay map will be the 3 points that you're going to discuss in your body paragraphs. So here is a thesis statement. Writers should create strong thesis statements. Okay, that's the topic and the point. Why should you create strong thesis statements? Because this will help you narrow down the topic. This will establish the argument. And this is the outline for the rest of the essay. The reason why we're doing this first is because, again, this is the most important sentence in your essay. And this is something you actually put in your essay. And remember, last sentence of your opening paragraph. Hopefully you get all of that. So go through the practice exercise. Please make sure to read the guidelines for thesis statements. Very important. A thesis statement is always a single sentence. All right? Thesis statement appears in the introductory paragraph. In this course, the thesis statement will always appear as the last sentence of the opening paragraph. I want you to watch this video. This video will help you understand what thesis statements are. All right, so in this course, we're going to write about something that's called the 5-paragraph essay. And many of you will probably be familiar with this. A 5-paragraph essay is just simply the introduction. Last sentence is what? your thesis statement. Very important, right? I keep saying it over and over and over again. Thesis statement, very important. Final sentence of the opening paragraph. Body paragraphs are the 3 points, the essay map that you have stated in your thesis. So let's say you say A equals B because of C, D, and E. Well, the first point would be C, the second point would be D, and the third point would be E. Excuse me. And the final paragraph would be the conclusion. All right, so go through the practice and then understand prepositional phrases. Prepositional phrases are pretty easy in some ways because they just show direction. So let's look at this. Looking is a direction. Over is the direction. Across the room is a direction. And basically, it just gives a description or a location that is some sort of relationship to a noun. Okay? So, I am sorry. There we go. Sorry. And so that's basically what a preposition is, but the better explanation is right here. If you have any questions about it, one of the things that I like to tell my students in a classroom, in an actual classroom, is that you kind of think of it as a cloud. You're over the cloud, you're under the cloud, you're beside the cloud, you're to the left of the cloud, you're to the right of the cloud. It's just basically location for most of the time. Or you do it like Snoopy and his doghouse. Snoopy is above his doghouse. Snoopy is in his doghouse. Snoopy is around his doghouse. All right, these are describing the doghouse, but it's also giving location. So that's another easy way to describe prepositions. This is a little exercise showing you prepositional phrases. And then I want to go through the assessments real quick. Remember, the discussion is about thesis statements. You're coming up with a thesis statement, and then that's basically all you need to write on your initial post. But your responses are what's really important here. I'm really grading these responses. I want you to offer some sort of critique. Critique doesn't mean negative. It could be positive. What your student, your classmate did correctly is a critique. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be you did this wrong, you did this wrong. It could be, wow, you did this right, you did this right. But it isn't enough to say great job. You need to be specific because responses, remember, are half of your grade, and I really do look at them. And it goes without saying that do not use AI because guess what? I really check for that too. I take this seriously. I hope you take this seriously as well. And then finally, we are working on our thesis statement and topic. So what I want you to do is for this assignment, upload a Word document. It will be checked by Turnitin, and I will be checking for AI. I just need your thesis statement. And then I need a topic sentence. And remember, the topic sentence answers the essay map. So each topic sentence will be about that one topic that you have mentioned in your essay map. So for example, A equals B because of C, D, and E. So your first topic sentence would be a sentence about C. Second one would be a sentence about D. Third one will be a sentence about E. Those are introductions to your body paragraphs. So I do want you to offer a transition. Just try that out. So one way A equals B is because of C. The next topic sentence, another way A equals B is because of D. And then final topic sentence, finally, one more way A equals B is because of E. Hopefully that makes sense, but ask me in the open forum. I'm here to help you. All right, that's about it. I'm looking forward to talking with you online, and hopefully this video helped you a little bit. Have a great week.